Good morning, riders. My name is Caden.
And I'm Ava. Today is Friday, November 6, 2025.
There are lots of fun things to do throughout the year at CR.
Senior Sunrise is definitely one of them.
Yeah. That's the way every day goes. Every time we've no control.
What are you guys going to do in 10 years?
In 10 years, I want to graduate college and be a lawyer.
Nod my head, don't close my eyes. Halfway on a slow move.
In 10 years, I want to graduate from the medical field and have a wiener dog.
The way it is, we're on land, so I'm someone to hold true. Keep it cool and it's still alive.
In 10 years, I'm going to be in the NFL.
Just the same way you show me.
I want to become a pediatric nurse. In 10 years, I'm going to graduate college and I want to play in the pro soccer league.
Glory from above, regardless, dear.
In 10 years, I want to be graduating vet school and become a vet, so yeah.
Dark skin of a summer shade, nose dive in the floodlines, tall tower, milk crate. It's the same way you showed me.
In 10 years, I want to be a wilderness firefighter out somewhere in the wilderness.
Just the same way you showed me.
Alright, in 10 years, I want to be a civil engineer.
Upper air from the swimming pool, you kneel down to the dry land, kiss the earth that birthed you, gave you tools just to stay alive and make it out when the sun is ruined. That's the same way you showed me, you showed me love. Glory from above, regardless, dear. It's all downhill from here. Real life, remember how it was. I'm cheap, Michael Jackson, all this shit. Say what up to Reggie, the shoe. Say what up to Danny. Say what up to life and my child.
Thank you, Aaron. I can't wait to close things out at Senior Sunset in May.
We all know that Halloween was last week.
But did you know that the Day of the Dead was around the same time? Here's a piece done about the Day of the Dead by Maddie.
Hi, my name is Ms. Perez and I teach Spanish 2 here at the high school.
Me llamo Señor Ruiz y yo soy profesor de español.
So for Day of the Dead, people will usually have altars where they'll place flowers such as the marigold and foods and pictures of past loved ones. They'll also decorate it with papel picado and the traditional pan de muertos, which is the sweetbread.
Lego has a really cool set that they made this year. So you build the Lego, so you see the skull that represents Day of the Dead, but here's an example of their altar. And this is what would draw the souls of the deceased back to the world of the living, food they light, candles, incense, candy, toys, that kind of thing. And they hang out for a few days and then they transition back into the afterlife.
Usually they will place foods of loved ones that have passed away that they really enjoy. There's also pan de muertos, which is a sweet bread, usually shaped in a cranium or a brain shape in honor of those that passed away.
So you see different calendars and different things. Some people believe it starts on the 27th with the deceased souls of pets and animals who would come back to kind of lead the way for the living, dead living, I suppose. But it really starts kicking in. It coincides with the Catholic All Saints, All Souls Day, so that would be, October 31st, November 1st, November 2nd.
So although they are celebrated around the same time, Halloween is more an ancient Celtic tradition and it's revolving around costumes and candy and it's supposed to be spooky. But the Day of the Dead is celebrated at the beginning of November and it's not scary, it's more of a remembering of past loved ones and it doesn't have any candies involved.
A very sad motherly figure, often represented as a skeleton of a woman crying, and she's just sad, sad at the loss of loved ones.
The Lady of the Dead, known as La Catrina, is actually someone that the Aztecs used to worship and that they used to believe would watch over their loved ones.
To me, it doesn't mean much at all, because I really don't believe that the souls of the deceased come back to the world of the living. But if you take a second and just kind of empathize with the people who do believe that, it's pretty deep. You know, it's an opportunity to kind of remember and relive the times you had with loved ones, if that's what you believe. But all of us can, I think, appreciate, because we've all lost someone that we care about and love. So in that aspect, I respect and appreciate the fact that it's a time for reflection and for thinking.
Although I'm not Mexican, I do think it's a beautiful tradition and it's a great exposure to culture, especially teaching Spanish too at the high school. I think it's such a beautiful holiday to acknowledge and celebrate.
Thanks, Maddie. Hey, Kaden,
What's up?
where'd you get that shirt from?
I got this shirt right here from the Rider Zone. Speaking of the Rider Zone, here's a piece about it, done by us.
People love the Rider, people love the CR. Such a small community, but so many opportunities to bring people in to wear our gear from the district all the way down. We're selling to the community as a whole to represent Cesar Rodney as a school, as a brand. We're very fortunate that this community supports us. I mean, every year the students come in, we collaborate, we talk about using our logo, using our brand name to put it on t-shirts, whether it be a camouflage shirt with Riders on it. We are good in the sense that we know how to get customer feedback, what the community wants to wear. The Rider Zone is a class, but predominantly revolves around providing customer service, merchandise, and then applying everything that they had learned in the previous 3 years in the course load in the pathway, just basically putting it into real life, taking the marketing, sales, and everything that they've picked up over the years. We sell primarily merchandise. It's grown quite a bit last 8 or 9 years from going online, having a website, basically advancing to the Rider Stadium store. It's basically customer contact is what's leading our success. This is the start of my 9th year, and I've been very fortunate to be the advisor for the Rider Zone. I came into teaching kind of late. Prior to that, I spent probably about 15, 16, 17 years in the private sector working in small business, large business, and nonprofits, finally attaining the role as a CFO, Chief Financial Officer at the last position I held before teaching. I've been a financial analyst, a financial controller, and have had the opportunity to work in business, learn the marketing side of things, learn human relations, and the things that I think help make me, at least I hope, successful at what I'm doing. I think the Rider Zone helps our students in the future because it gives them an opportunity to do real-world things, waiting on customers, ordering inventory, stocking inventory, financial management, personal relations skills, and of course, the most important thing, it enforces what they've learned the last 3 years in my marketing pathway. Merch is where it's at. That's what people want. They want to represent the gear, they want to represent the school, and what better way to do it than to put it on the backs of our students. We go to the school, we go to the kids. We feed off the market. It's plain and simple. Students design, pick, that's the brand, that's the face we want everybody to see in the community. It's your one-stop shop for official quality Rider gear. My name is Rob Easton. I'm Mr. Easton. Any questions, you know where to go.
Remember, the Rider Zone is open during all lunches.
Now that you mentioned lunch, let's get to our segments for the week.
Hey Riders, welcome back to Motoring with Marshall. Hope you enjoyed your first week in November and enjoy these 2 days off of school next week. Here's your lunch menu for Wednesday through Friday. Without further ado, let's get into it. Monday we're going to have no school due to Teacher and Service Day. Tuesday is also no school due to Veterans Day. Thank you, veterans. Wednesday is going to be Dragon Noodles. Thursday we're going to have a chicken drumstick. And Friday we're going to have sweet Thai chili chicken bowl. And here's your breakfast for the week.
Hello Riders, I'm Gavin with Gavin's Highlight Reel, your weekly sports segment. Let's get right into it. On Thursday, the Riders football team won against Cape at home 35-14. In cross country, Evan Easton and Griffin Spana were the top 2 finishers for the Riders at the Henlopen Conference meet. After winning their quarterfinal matchup, the field hockey team unfortunately lost in the semifinals to Smyrna. Congratulations on a great season. The soccer team ended the year 11-3-1, and their first round matchup will be against Appoquinimink. The volleyball team will lose in the second round of the DIAA playoffs. Congratulations on a great season.
Hi, welcome to Cole's Common Report with me, Cole Beaver. Back here again with the weather report for y'all. Today, we're looking at some nice conditions with some partly cloudy skies, high temperature of 63 degrees. We're going to have some rain later tonight, and we're going to show you that here on the model. So we're starting off tonight. We have a very well displayed cold front here on the model. You can see it with those long stretching bands of showers and thunderstorms. As we take this forward into the night, going into Saturday morning, you see we have these showers lining up, kind of not as strong as they were before. It's just some light to moderate showers through the overnight and early morning hours Friday and Saturday. So Saturday is dry for the most part. We're looking at temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s on Saturday and Sunday. And you can see we have a secondary cold front, bigger cold front coming in. We have this low pressure up here, 999, cold front stretching down. And we're going to have showers and thunderstorms blossoming on the frontal side of this low pressure system because of all this warm air that we have sitting in place over the region. As we go through the morning hours into the early afternoon Sunday, you can see we have the showers and thunderstorms setting up all across the I-95 corridor. These could be a little stronger at times. We're not expecting anything too crazy on the severe side of things, but just some heavy rain, thunder, lightning, and maybe a damaging wind gust or two. This is where it gets super interesting, and I think. As we go through Monday, see we have this cold front coming in. It's going to be colder. See we have temps in the 70s through the weekend. As we go into next week, we're going to have temperatures in the mid to upper 40s during the day. That is freezing. As we go into Monday evening, you see we have some rain with the green, but you see we have these purple, pinks, and blues that is rain mixing with snow and sometimes even just straight snow here in the higher elevations of West Virginia. But as we go into the nighttime hours on Monday, going into Tuesday, you see through Tuesday we're actually seeing some snow showers, sometimes mixed with rain, through the day on Tuesday. So we could actually start seeing our first flakes of snow starting next week. Now, we're not expecting anything too crazy with accumulations. If anything at all, maybe a dusting if we're lucky on some grassy surfaces, but it's going to be too warm for anything to accumulate. But it's still really interesting to see that we could see our first flakes this early in the season. The next 5 days, we are seeing very warm temperatures to start, but you see those temperatures just plummet as we go later in the week. So you do see that we start to warm up at the end of the forecast time frame. But that is all I got. I am Cole Beaver. I will see you again next week. Come here.
That's all for this week. Remember, we have Monday and Tuesday off.
So we'll see you back here Wednesday, but don't forget your 3 hours of CR.
Power down your phones.
Have a great 4-day weekend.
And go Riders.